Hey, Tubies. It's Psychic Bob. Well, I'm just sitting here, look, with little Grizzly, sitting out on the lawn, having a little quiet reflection today. You guys been saying, Psychic Bob, we want to go outside. And as I've told you, I'm still working on getting new cameras so I can go outside. But I was able to bring my computer out, and I think this is kind of nice. So I made me a cup of tea, and maybe you want to get a cup of tea and just kind of pull up a chair here with me. Nothing like good cup of tea. And little Grizzly's here with me as well. It's so good to be here with all of you. And I'm really glad just to spend some time with you. I got a lot of letters yesterday, people panicking because I didn't get out a video. I've got a lot going on right now, which I will discuss with you soon. Just a lot's happening. Everything's okay. I'm okay. But I did want to spend some time with you, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to get out a video yesterday, but Psychic Bob's okay. But, I've been getting a lot of letters. A lot of people have been writing to me, and they've been in a bit of a panic. They're saying, Bob, what's going to happen? Is the economy going to collapse? Am I going to lose my house? Am I going to lose my job? I just want to say to all of you, we all have to slow down and just take a deep breath. There's so much media hype these days. And they're telling people there are going to be food shortages and there'll be no Christmas this year and all sort of things. And you know what? I'm telling you, for people who are spiritual people who have a faith in a higher power, we just don't buy into all that panic. And I want to invite all of you today just to slow down and let go of all that anxiety. Sometimes we have to physically remove ourselves from a situation. Like, so today, I got overwhelmed watching all the news and all the negativity and all the drama. I said, you know what? I'm turning that dumb television off. I'm going to make me a good cup of tea and snuggle up here with my little Grizzly. And I'm watching our sun, our sun lord's up in the sky. And it is a beautiful day. Our sky is deep blue. How long has it been since you just turned off the TV, turned off the telephone, and just sat and had a cup of tea? I need to make this more of a ritual in my own life. And so today I just want to spend a few minutes with you just to kind of remind you what's important. We want to just slow down, come back to our inner selves. I know a lot of you have been writing and asking me about prophecies for 2022, and we're going to have that soon. But I'll tell you, the world is not going to end this year, nor is it going to end next year. Some people have written me and they said, Psychic Bob, I'm going to cash in all my 401k and retirement accounts and buy gold and live off the land. And I suppose one could do that, but I'm not really sure that's the answer either. I think what's important at these times when we all start to feel overwhelmed and stressed is to come back to what's essential. Remember that each of you are here on a journey, just like myself. What's your journey? Come back to saying, what is my journey? And if you think about what is your journey, then you're going to have success. Because whenever you do your journey, the universe and the spirit world, they support it. My part of my journey is to do psychic work. And so I'm doing readings. And I want to say thank you to all of you who've been calling for private readings. I'm staying focused on my journey. Because it's very easy to get sidetracked, distracted, to get all caught up in the drama. And where does it get you in the end? Gives you a headache and maybe even an ulcer. Who needs that? We don't need that. But what we do need is to come back to who we really are, to come back to what is important. Life is important. Love is important. Loving this little dog here, Grizzly. It's therapeutic. Having a little animal to talk to and to share your time with, it'll restore you. And I love my little dog. And he's an all right buddy. You see, I just said I'm walking away from all the craziness. For those of you who live in the United States, our country is at a particularly challenging time. And I won't go into all the political stuff. YouTube would ban me anyways. But I just say, don't get caught up in the hype. Remember that we are all spiritual beings. We always think like this. We always think, well, I'm in a body, I'm here, and then there's the spirit world far away. Well, the spirit world is not far away. My guides have said the spirit world is right here. So we're surrounded just by an etheric layer of shift of energy between this world and the spirit world. So call on your helpers, call on your spirit guides. So many of you have been connecting with me on our live streams on Tuesday and Sunday. And you've been saying, Psychic Bob, who are my guides? And I've been connecting to so many of you for your guides. Take your time and get to know your guides. I always say spirit guide relationship is just as vital and is just as essential. Come on, get comfortable. As a human, traditional human relationship, because we're all spirits ultimately. We're just wearing our suit, our earth suit now, our flesh. But underneath all of this, we are beings of light. The spirit people have always told me every day we're growing towards the light, or we're not growing towards the light. I'm going to think about, am I growing towards the light? When you go out and study the Sun Lord, look in the sky, see the light. It's a way to be uplifted, to be inspired, to be renewed. We carry within us a light that's even brighter than the sun. It's our soul light. So you want to come back to say, am I focusing on my soul light? Am I living in the light? When we get all caught up in pettiness, who said this, who said that, and we get worried about everything, are there going to be food shortages? Well, at least in the United States, I think we're going to be okay. So I want you to stop worrying. So many of you spend your lives in worry. And I'm not criticizing because, golly gee, this world will make you worry if you believe everything you hear on television and you listen to all the naysayers. I think most of the people that are creating the havoc in the world, they just don't have a spiritual base. They're not necessarily evil people. They just don't have an understanding. We here at Spirit Channel, we try to cultivate a higher mind, a mind that says God is love and we live in love. And the spirit permeates all of our reality. If we can think about that, we're going to be okay. Because that's where the real power is. The real power is not in wealth. If you watch television, they'll have you believe that if you buy that new Mercedes and those new designer clothes and the biggest house in this city, then you'll be happy. But you know what? I can tell you in my own life, I've had times of having a lot of money. And I've had times of literally being homeless. I've been on both extremes of this perspective between wealth and poverty. Money doesn't buy you happiness. Money gives you options. Money's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with money. I'm not anti-money. I think people should make money. But I also know that that shouldn't be our main goal in life. That money's just a tool. You see? Yes, I know. Yes. So let love be your guiding principle. That's what spirit's about. Someday when you die, you're going to leave this world, like we all will. And you're not going to take a dime with you, believe me. When my father died, we went into his wallet and bank accounts to sort out stuff. And I thought, gee, all this money, and what did he do with it, He never really enjoyed it. He was always worried. My father was somebody who used to get worried about things. He grew up during the Depression, and I think he had a lifelong fear of poverty. But you see, when you die, all your wealth doesn't go with you. So have your money, enjoy it, have some fun on the way, help people if you can. But at the end, it's love. Love is really what's important. Loving your neighbor. Sylvia Brown, one of my favorite psychics, God love her, she used to say, she said, Jesus taught us everything we need to know. She said, love God. This is her version of Christianity. Love God, love your neighbor, do some good in the world while you're here. And when it's all done, just shut up and go home. That's what she used to say. I think it's pretty good sense, you know. So think about that. Anyways, guys, I'm just going to hang out today. I'm just having a day off. I will do some readings later today, but right now I'm spending time away from the world, reflecting on the sun lord, the change of the seasons. I'm sorry, I got to let him go on. There you go. I'm sipping tea and coming back to what's really essential in life. You know, I live in Washington, D.C., and everything is political where I live. I used to be caught up in all that years ago. It doesn't matter to me anymore. Politics are transitory. They come, they go. And nothing really ever seems to change much anyways, no matter who's in power. So don't get caught up in politics. Don't get caught up in political correctness. Political correctness changes every decade. What was fashionable 10 years ago is no longer done today. In fact, it's outre. So focus on the eternal values: love, friends, family, beloved animals, loving Mother Earth, loving Father Sky, loving your spirit guides and angels. This is what will give you peace. I tell you, I've never seen as many letters coming in as I have in the last few months of people in a panic. And I said, my gosh, where is it coming from? And I've realized that why people are in a panic is there's so much stuff being rumored out there, you know, in the media and social media and on television and radio, creating fear. Spiritual people, we got to be above that. If we're going to be spiritual people, we've got to realize that we don't get controlled by this world. This world is passing and transitory. Not that it's not important, but it's only one part of reality. And for people who have a spiritual perspective, there's a whole nother reality that we interact with. So today I invite you, I encourage you, I welcome you to slow down with me today. Get a cup of tea. If you don't drink tea, have a bottle of water or a cup of coffee, whatever your favorite drink is. If you can, just sit outside. Listen to the sound of nature. Come back to your own inner peace, your own inner core. And I promise you, you'll have peace again. It'll be restored. Well, guys, I'm going to keep this short because I'm going to relax a little more and have some contemplation. But I'm so glad I got to spend this time with you. By the way, I want to remind you, if you haven't done so, go over to my website today, PsychicBob.com. That link will be in the info box below. And register for my psychic development class. This Saturday, I'm teaching a class on Zoom from 12 p.m. Eastern Time till 2 p.m. And it's going to be about how to work with a haunted house, how to uncover hauntings, how to handle ghosts in haunted houses. So if you'd like to do that, come out and join us. The price of the class is $30. It's professional level psychic training. Now, where else are you going to get one of America's top psychics working with you one-on-one? Because I do give people personal time in class to work on your psychic skills. So come join us. Come join our class. Come be part of our scene. I would love to have you there. We're going to work on haunted houses. Every Saturday we have psychic development class, every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So for those of you in other parts of the country, in North America, in the United States and Canada, it's 12 Eastern, 11 Central, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. For those of you in Europe, it'll be 5 p.m. London Time, 6 p.m. Paris Time. So I hope you'll come and join us for our psychic development class and work on your skills. So I hope to see you guys there. Go over to my website. You can register. It's $30. Just click on PayPal. It's all secure and insured. I'll put you on the list. On Saturday, I'll send out the link. So I invite you, come be part of our scene. If you've been feeling anxious and overwhelmed, don't just sit around. Take charge of your life. Do something good. As we said, drink tea, walk in nature, and come out to our psychic development class. You'll meet other people and you'll realize you're not alone on this journey. So I invite you, and I hope to see you there. PsychicBob loves all of you. I send my blessings to you. And keep it here at Spirit Channel. We'll be having more tomorrow and Friday. My schedule is going to be a little different this week than our normal routine because I have many things going on. But be here tomorrow. We'll have something else for you. I love you guys, and we'll see you then. Until then, may all of you always sip your tea and blessed be.